My name's Tamison and I live and work here in the north of the Deux-Sèvres, which is in the north of the Poitou-Charentes that we now call Nouvelle-Aquitaine. Troyes is a busy town of nearly 15,000 inhabitants, and we're just south of the Loire Valley, so we get that warmer climate, but we're not too far away from the UK. If you need to get back there, there are the seaports at Saint-Malo, Caen, Havre, and they're within about 3.5, 4 hours. And we've got 3 airports nearby, so Poitiers, Nantes, and Tours within an hour and a half's drive. So behind me you can see this beautiful chateau, an hôtel particulier, a grand house right in the middle of town, and it has an historic significance because Troyes is always been a vitally important town. It's on the crossroads going east-west, north-south. Also, it was on the route for Compostela, so pilgrims pass through here regularly. As such, it had an crucial military importance, and we are on a rocky promontory in the loop of a river, the River Thouet. And so it's always been highly fortified with a succession of walls and chateau, and we are literally just behind the chateau. We butt up to the chateau stables, and this was the home of the military chief, right-hand man to the powerful families that looked after the chateau, the Viscounts of Troyes. So in the 17th century, the Duc de la Trémoille brought his new wife to live here in the chateau, but she found it rather drafty and cold, and she set about renovating the whole of the chateau, which caused a lot of upheaval, as you can imagine. So she ousted the military chief and moved into this property. And so here, this house, it didn't look quite as it does today. It was a much more solid military-looking property. So she softened it a little. She added the 2 towers and the north facade, made the window openings larger, and provided a massive ducal gateway, which is now closed in. We're standing here in front of these huge outbuildings which were the stables, and at the moment there's a garage and it's just used for storage and workshop space, but you could obviously use it for storing your cars, having a fantastic workshop, or even converting it into further accommodation if that's your project. I think this property would be a fantastic little boutique hotel. There's plenty of parking, and again right in the middle of the town. So we're coming in through this huge coach gate, which is the entrance to this fantastic property right here in the centre of the town. And even though we're in the centre, you can hear how quiet it is. It's a lovely spot, a privileged spot right in the centre here. The wall goes all the way around the outside, completely wrapping the property, making it extremely discreet. The chateau was renovated in 1989, and so you can see the quality of the outside of the walls. Everything looks modern and fresh, and it's ready to move into. Let's go and have a look. And so here we are in the entrance of this beautiful house. It's a very striking entrance with the wood paneling and ceiling moldings and some really interesting features, such as this 19th century ceramic stove, and even older, the hidey holes when the Protestants were hiding during the wars. A little cachette. And we're going into the library. So we're in this lovely light room with double doors that go out into the garden, and I dream of a library like this where there's space to hide everything away on the shelves. And it's a perfect room right next to the entrance hall where the corridors split either side of the back of the magnificent stone staircase that take you up to the next floor. The house is really 600 meters square of habitable space split over the 3 floors. 4 fantastic bedrooms on the next floor, 1 vast parental suite, even with its own little boudoir sitting room and study, walk-through dressing room and bathroom, and 3 further bedrooms. And then on up into the top floor where there are 2 tower bedrooms plus a shower room and loo, and loads of space to create whatever accommodation you dream of making up there. And the thing about this house is it has modern conveniences, so it's on mains drains, there's town gas here with a very new boiler, and there's even a fantastic little lift that will take you from the ground floor right up into the attic. This corridor shows the perfect marriage of ancient and modern, because we've got the lift on one side and the access to the old cellars underneath the house right opposite. Fantastic. The lift brings us all the way to the top floor, the 2nd floor, where you've got this vast space just ready to finish converting. You've got cement floor, plasterboarded ceiling, maybe 3.5 meters high, full of light, 2 bedrooms in the towers there, and there's already bathroom and loo on this floor too. So it's all ready to go. Make it what you will. Up here on the terrace, you can really see all the roofs of neighbouring Troyes and even off to the countryside. So you really get the feel that you are in the town, but with the view stretching out onto the horizon. Tucked behind the chateau, we find the swimming pool complex, a modern addition, obviously. And the pool is dry at the moment, but everything is here ready for you to recreate the ideal fun place to hang out. There's even changing rooms, shower, toilet, all the facilities, and the access to secret passages that are supposed to link to the chateau. As it's spring now, the garden's full of dog violets and daffodils. Obviously not much has been done recently, but the potential is here to create a wonderful garden. There's even space for a fountain. This was the old ducal gate that looked at the main impressive entrance from the 18th century. And there's room for everyone. If you have guests, there's space. They can come out from the terrace, having their breakfast out into the garden, and there's space on the other side if you want private owner's space as well. So I hope you've enjoyed visiting this beautiful house as much as I've enjoyed discovering and learning all about it. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to either contact me and ask any questions, or have a look at the link below and you can find all the information. I can send you more photos, and of course we can arrange a viewing. Do give me a ring, come and discover this beautiful property.